Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I'll be your host for today's live stream. And of course, if you didn't know my name, well, now you know it because my name's Connor, and let's get right into this live stream. Shout out to everybody in our live audience here nice and early. We got our man Kylo the dog saying he already smashed the like button before it even started. That's real appreciation right there. And I'm sending that appreciation right back at you, Kylo. Thank you for your support. We got Fiat Hater in the building. What's up, Fiat Hater? Saying Uptober has arrived. We got Rahul Guru saying, hi, Connor. Good to see you. We got Bergen County Real Estate. What's going on? Tyler Sellers says, Uptober, let's go. We got Fiat Hater saying XRP's ripping it. We got our guy Topi. We got Ladger Doodle. We got Dole saying, let's go Uptober, baby. And Rahul saying, smash the like button, guys. Appreciate all your support. Be sure to smash that like button if you do enjoy the stream. And it does help me out a lot. So please smash that like button. You already know. Subscribe to the channel too. All right, let's get into our content for the day. And it's the first day. We just had first day of October technically. Obviously, it's 9 p.m. or so on September 30th, but the crypto market has its close at 8 p.m. EST, which means that the month of September is now over and October has begun. So we just got a fresh monthly candle close. Let's go to the 1 month here. And let's go to this chart. And whoop, there it is. All right, that's our September candle close. Did not close above the high at 65K. However, we did have a nice weekly close above that level. All right, so new month here, and it's the month of October. All right, so what's going to happen? Are we in October, or is that just a wild crypto fantasy that is doomed to fail? Well, I think that it is legit personally. I'm expecting fireworks here in October. And why is that? Well, we do have the election coming up. We got China injecting stimulus into the market, and we're looking for the U.S. to start injecting stimulus either late this year or sometime next year. Now, there has been some reports. I don't think I have that tweet up. Basically, the Fed says they want to cut interest rates again by 50 basis points this year, which is very, very bullish. All right, so all in all, soft landing, Fed easing up. Stimulus should start soon. Very, very strong close to September. The election is around 30 days away, give or take, 35 days away. And Bitcoin, again, we had a weekly and daily candle close above 65K. We are now pulling back. So what we want to look out for is if it's going to be Uptober, well, then there's going to be a very green month here, a very green monthly candle. Our monthly candle right now started green, as you can see. It did dip red. Let's get rid of this line. You can see there is a wick. But we want to be looking for more of a wick here. If we're going to be bidding anything, longing anything here at the start of the month, I think it's a great place at 63,400 to be buying spot coins. But with leverage, we have to be a bit more technical, and we can't just ape blindly. So what I'm looking for right now, whether this happens overnight or sometime this week, I'm simply looking for a move on Bitcoin back below the monthly open. And I think it makes a lot of sense to come down here and grab all of this untapped liquidity near 62K. All right, and with that, we would make a longer wick down for this monthly candle, right? Come down here, grab all this to 62K, and ideally, we reclaim the monthly open and start to surge from there. But my mindset currently is I'm looking at every level below our monthly open, which again, just opened up an hour and 21 minutes ago. And that is at 63,275. So let's see if we do get this dip down to around the 62K area. And if we look on the charts here, right, we do have a nice rally-based rally demand zone. On the 4 hour here on Bitcoin, you can see I have my alerts in this area down to around 60,600. And one last time for everybody in the back that didn't understand, a dip down to these levels and a reclaim of the monthly open would be extremely bullish. And that would probably be the lowest we go in October if we do see a dip and a reclaim of the monthly open. All right, so fresh month, fresh opportunities, fresh week, and we want to be looking to capitalize in any way that we can. So it's definitely time to be paying attention, especially if you were an active trader. But even if you're just a spot passive investor, I believe things are about to get very, very interesting right here and right now. All right, so some news to get into for the day. So the FTX, everybody who had money on FTX is getting their money back apparently. And FTX put out this tweet a few hours ago, which seems kind of sketchy. So they say the FTX debtors are providing an update on the proposed settlement with the preferred shareholders. FTX will be returning 100% of the assets under FTX's control to creditors in the Chapter 11 plan. The Department of Justice is in control of the distribution of assets forfeited through the criminal cases and has made clear that under criminal law, the preferred shareholders are victims alongside creditors. So that kind of makes it seem that the shareholders are going to get some of the depositors' money. I'm not really sure how it's going to go. FTX is one big scam, and it just keeps on getting scammier and scammier. FTX and the preferred shareholders have completed claims to the forfeiture proceeds, while the Department of Justice will decide how to reconcile these competing claims. The settlement, if acceptable to the Department of Justice, would resolve them in a way that FTX believes is fair to both sides and avoids a protracted dispute. FTX is asking the Department of Justice to agree to a centralized distribution. So it kind of seems like the shareholders of FTX are going to get the depositors' money here, or some of it, which would be kind of insane. And it would be more of a scam than it already was. Something to keep your eyes on here, some news, especially if you had money in FTX when it did go down and you're waiting to get it back, or you're wondering why you didn't get back your full amount. Well, it might have just went to the shareholders of the company, which is quite interesting if you ask me. Basically a total scam. Now, moving on. Here's Ansem. He says, and I do agree with this. He says, bid everything in October, sell before my birthday. And why is this interesting to me? Well, this guy said, when is your birthday? It's the 15th of February, which is kind of weird. Why is that? Well, it's actually also my birthday, which is quite interesting that I share the same birthday as Ansem. But anyways, it's right in kind of line with the cycle timeline. And again, these crypto bull runs don't last forever, guys. If we're going to really start to accelerate here in the month of October, look at what happened last year in 2023. Right? We started to accelerate when? The month of October. And what happened? Well, unfortunately, these runs don't last forever. It topped out 5 months later in early March. All right. So again, these explosive parabolic market environments, they last for around 3 to 5 months on average, right? Maybe it could be different in some senses. For example, in 2020, 2021, some coins basically continued to rise for 1 year straight, like 365 days. But a lot of people say that was an artificial second top caused by FTX, which is true in my mind. But anyways, this is the timeline I'm looking at, right, for how long the cycle is going to be here. I think we're at the cusp of it, and it's like starting now, the final kind of kaboom, the final bang. So, look to be selling around February. Makes sense. Sell in May and go away is a very real thing. And just before that is March. And, the crypto market likes to explode in Q4 and Q1 and then kind of die out after that. So that's kind of my timeline on how I see things going currently for this cycle. And I also thought it was quite interesting that I have the same birthday as Ansem. Now let's take a few questions here from our live audience, see if we have anything intriguing. We got Gene as well. What's up, Gene? Saying hello, crypto fam. We got Dre in the building. We got Kylo saying WIF is looking primed. Yeah, WIF's been primed, and it is quite bullish ever since it broke out here above 175. And there is a lot of signs that it does want to go ahead and, give a bit of a pullback. It's been very, very explosive here in the daily, all green candles, but it's approaching a major supply level here, just below $3. On the lower time frames, it's just got bearish divergence printing on basically every single time frame. 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, same in all these time frames. So again, for these bearish divs, if they're going to play out, price will just hold support. So that means the current Monday low at 233 will just continue to hold that basically and then push higher. But if the bearish div will play out, I'm looking for a dip, as you can see. A lot of confluence in different time frames are out of the 215 area. So yeah, WIF is looking primed. I'd like to see Bitcoin give us 62K, but I mean, we'll see, because it did put in this triple kind of bottom here, as you can see. So we'll see how this develops to start out the week. But yeah, WIF for sure, expecting continuation. It should continue to pump and pump and pump. This is probably the rally to new all-time highs happening right now, and it's still in the very early stages of it. Yes, if we look at the chart from the bottom, it already pumped in 12 days, 82%. However, if this is the rally to new all-time highs right now, just to the highs, you have another 100% move, and then it's expected to make new all-time highs. So yeah, a lot left in the tank here, especially if we're entering kind of an explosive acceleration phase in the cycle, which again, I think we are. We got Rashid Amir saying, "What's up, Connor? It's 5:20, but I'm here tuned in. Let's go." My man Rashid is dedicated to the cause. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for being here. We got Man with a Plan saying, "Night fam, all ready to get fucking rich." Yes, sir. You already know. Differiner says, "Yo, Connor, loving all the live streams lately. What do you think of Kama on Solana? Meme coin making fun of Kamala Harris as we enter PolyFi boom." So yeah, that was one I actually mentioned in my PolyFi video last week. Kama. Thought it was pretty funny, right? And with that said, there's a chance she's going to win. It's like a 50-50 split. Is that really the split? I mean, we don't know. They lie in the polls, and they really are making it seem like she has a fighting chance. They're making it seem like she's going to win. So with that being said, if she does win, then this thing could absolutely rip leading into the election. And then if she's called out to win, it could just pump even more. And we already have a flag in bullish consolidation. So it looks like it does want to break out higher here. Looks decent chart wise, and you're taking a gamble in the winner of the election as well. Or you can just choose to sell in the run up to the election, which I think is a smarter move, because I'm expecting kind of a sell the news event, especially for these political finance coins. And you can see the Trump coin here trading at 291. Same kind of thing as Kama. Nice impulsive move off of the lows, kind of a bullish consolidation playing out. You already had a nice wick lower, grabbing liquidity. So yeah, we want to see this consolidate and then continue to boom in October. And again, the plan for these political finance coins is to get the heck out of them before our blue line here on November 5th. Like, it's a short-term trade opportunity, all these political finance coins, the way I see it, at least. Diane, good morning. Happy Uptober. Good morning, Diane. And let's see, a quick look at ETH5, FTM, and mostly ETH, because I see ETH BTC starting to wake up. Our man Topi, always on the charts. Let's see what we got. So yeah, ETH5 is looking good here on the daily time frame. Nice grind up here, right? Not at all like a crazy impulsive move, a slow, steady climb up. Clearing its highs. Its key pivot swing high here, right? It hasn't closed above it. This daily candle is now looking to close above it. So this could be a major breakout. ETH versus BTC here. Let's go to our weekly time frame. Actually, our daily 3-day will be better. And yeah, I mean, it is starting to look like it wants to. Let me get my marked up chart. All right, so we came down to our key, 4 million sats per ETH level here. And let me zoom this out and see what's going on. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it does look like it kind of wants to hold this level here at 4 million Satoshis per ETH. So ideally, ETH will start to run and clear $2,800, which would be key for it, which would be very, very important to see a wider kind of altcoin rally for the market here. And, you know, with this being said, if we look at Bitcoin dominance right here, Bitcoin dominance is starting to fall, lads. Very good chance. I mean, it basically has this one trend line, or else it's going to fall really hard, the way I see it. Right? It hasn't really broken structure just yet. It's still in an uptrend. It hasn't made any lower lows, just made a higher high. Doesn't really look like a capitulation high either if you look at the volume. But nonetheless, Bitcoin dominance coming down to a pretty key level down here around 57%, right at this daily trend line. So if it breaks it, could very well be a new paradigm, as they say, and crazy altcoin season. Because when this thing sinks, when Bitcoin dominance sinks, we are going to see some crazy, crazy, crazy parabolic moves on alts. And ETH dominance looks the same as ETH versus Bitcoin. Starting to rise a little bit over the past week or so, 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, ETH BTC and ETH dominance, they look identical as far as the chart goes. So this could be the lows for ETH BTC. Certainly feels like it with the way the sentiment around ETH currently is. Right, everybody's giving up on it. Everybody's selling their Ethereum for Bitcoin or other alts like TAO. Right, expecting to outperform it, which I think is a pretty smart play, right? If we look at TAO versus ETH here on the daily time frame, it's now trading for 0.22 ETH per TAO, right? The other week when I made my last TAO video, it was trading for like 0.14 ETH per TAO. So that's a nice gain. That's a huge gain. 57% on your ETH. And the idea, again, is to see 1 TAO equal 1 Ethereum, right? We want to see this number at 1.0, not 0.22. We want to see 1.0. So many options, right? There's 1,000 ways to skin the cat in the market. It's up to you to execute, make your decision, trade your plan, invest the way you want to. But as long as at the end of the day you make a profit, you know, you can't complain. It's a win. Anyways, Joey Joe is calling for a top in 2026. He says this cycle is just like 2014, 2018. Will top end of 2025 going into 2026. Yeah, I mean, that's a prediction shared by many, but I do disagree. If we have an explosive end of this year or Q1, there will probably be a major pullback at some point. Or another bear market. So, you know, I'm looking to basically start to scale out aggressively when the market goes parabolic. And I don't want to get caught in a bear market. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And we'll be able to read the signs. There will be many, many signs of topping, right? When people are buying Lambos and McLarens with meme coin profits and then putting the meme coin logo on their supercar and posting it in the community saying, look guys, I got us a new Lamborghini. Meanwhile, that, you know, the guy just took the money from the meme coin to buy that Lambo. When we see stuff like that, you know, that there's going to be a lot of topping signs. If you guys know who I'm talking about, let me know in the comment section who did that. Anyway, Kylo the dog, if you all aren't in the Empire gang, do it. Best crypto decision of my life. My man Kylo, appreciate you. Rashid, the TAO Bitcoin chart looks like it's going to send. And we got Armando the Bull, as well as Reginald Nunez, who is basically just as bullish, actually, as Armando. Two biggest bulls, I'd say, in the community right here. Reginald as well as Armando. Guys are always in full caps, full bullish mode in the comment section. Now, moving on, some news about TAO. So Bittensor is at some Google event in Toronto today. As you can see, September 30th, Toronto, Ontario, some kind of Google event. And we also have TAO flipping ICP in market cap. All right, so There it is. TAO at number 29, ICP at number 30. I would hate to be an ICP holder personally, especially if you follow Jerry Blanchfield, this guy. Where's his picture? Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, he was calling TAO a total scam in 2023 when I was here on YouTube saying TAO is like the best thing ever. And, you know, it's good to see that one person was right and one person was wrong, and I was the person that was right. Anyways, big stuff here. TAO flipping ICP. We absolutely love to see that. And that's just the start, right? The idea here is for TAO to crack top 10 in market cap. So if that's going to happen, it's got a long way to go. Current TAO market cap is 4.3 billion. Top 10 is currently the ton coin at 14.5. So at least another 3x for TAO just to crack the top 10. If we're going to accelerate here in the cycle, all of these market caps are going to be rising. But just the 3x here on TAO would put it at around $1,700. And that would just be top 10 at the current market cap rankings. So, yeah, I mean, some people saying TAO going to top at 1,000. I don't know. I do disagree. I don't see it stopping there. But time will tell. Time will tell. We'll find out that soon enough. Let's see. Fiat hater Pepe in the purple Lambo. No, it was Wolf, man. It was Wolf. Brett too, same guy. Anyways, we got Dr. Vostro. Good morning. Please check OG Brett on ETH. I've been hearing things about this one, that it's moving. What is it? 1269 OX240. No, not that one. Here it is. So if this Brett ends up flipping the Brett on base, that would be like the craziest thing ever. So what's going on for all the people that are uninformed about these all these different Bretts and all these different, say, Nairos? There's a current meta called the CTO, community takeover, right? And it's like the communities versus the cabals. For example, Brett is confirmed to be like a bundled launch where the creators have 80% of the supply. So this is known as a cabal, right? When the market's basically cornered and one person or one small group owns, 80% plus of the supply of a token. Brett on ETH is said to be the community takeover, meaning that the token distribution is spread fairly amongst the community. It didn't have a bundle launch, et cetera, et cetera. So we already saw with Nairo when they listed when Binance listed the Nairo CTO instead of the Nairo ETH Cabal one, it pumped 10x in a day, and the other one crashed like 80% or something like that. So this is currently what the market is taking a favor to, the CTOs. And you can see here, Brett on ETH just put in a very explosive pump. It's up 400% in 11 days. It went as high as 700%, and it did that move in 1 week, right? 1 week, it did an 8x. So yeah, that's the news. If anybody hasn't been paying attention to the community takeover versus cabal kind of battle in the trenches right now that's happening. And if the market's going to continue to favor the CTOs, well, then this stuff's going to keep on pumping. With such an explosive rally, let's see how big the pullback's been. 42%. Yeah, so if this thing's going to come 60%, it would be right at this wick low down here, 25 cents. So if we want to get super, if we want to be a sniper and try to get a perfect entry, we can be waiting for like 30 to 25 cents here. Current price is 42 cents. But with that being said, I'm not sure if it's a smart idea to fade the Brett on base. So if you're going to play one or the other, I think it's a good idea to hedge your bets and hold both, but go heavier in one and have a smaller position on the one you believe in less. If you're playing any like memes, right? It's the same, all of Crash's coins, basically. There's Bull versus T-Bull. Let's check that out. Tron Bull at 120. T-Bull at 10 mil. And basically Crash right now is just like in a battle. He's basically battling the opposition, saying that stick with him and you're going to win. And that's up to the individual investor to determine, what you want to do. Some people are betting against him and going with the CTO memes. Some people are just sticking with Crash and buying his coins. So it's up to you how you want to play it. I mean, Crash has done fairly well. He's done really well this cycle. So, it's up to you if you want to bet against him. That's a decision you have to make on your own. But yeah, that's what's happening with the CTO memes versus the Cabal memes. And it's happening in real time right now. So something to keep a watch on. Let's take a look at some of these memes while we're on Deck Screener. We got Mumu the Bull, which I am watching. It's the mascot of the Bull Run. I like the Solana version. There's other versions. All these meme coins, they're so diluted. There's like 10 versions of each of them. The market's really become quite a joke, but nonetheless, Mumu the Bull in this daily channel here. And we do have three touches on the top, as well as 3 touches on the bottom. So what we're looking for is sweep of this low would be nice, around 4.4. Right, that would be a midline touch here of our channel. If we're going to get some kind of crazy sell-off and this thing goes to the bottom of the channel again, or even just this support down here, I think there's a good levels to bid on Mumu the Bull. If Uptober is going to be real, the official mascot of the bull run is going to pump multiples, and it could very well just rip out from here. So yeah, I got Mumu the Bull on my watch. You can trade this on Bybit Perps, and Bobo is well in the same camp, which is still sitting pretty at 75 million market cap. All right, Bobo's the official mascot of the bear market, while Mumu is the mascot of the bull run. But it's a meme coin, and it's going to pump if we're in a bull run, basically. So Bobo Billions. Anyways, this thing's holding pretty strong. And we'll see if it wants lower. 61.8's down here at 7 decimal places, 8.2. So we'll see if we get to 61.8. But nonetheless, whether you're entering now or 25% lower, if it's going to billions, I wouldn't want to miss that opportunity. We got a super chat from the Crypto Krill, my man. He says, Uptober is real AF. The crypto empire community is going to be blasting into the next galaxy. The force continues to be strong with Base Yoda and the Bodawans. Base will be paving the way. Don't fade, my man, Crypto Krill. Very, very adamant supporter of, where is it? Base Yoda Boda. I mean, as am I. And very, very strong move from the lows here for the Base Yoda coin. And nice, healthy pullback. The Jeets got out. It looks like the Chads got in, and higher high. So, I mean, higher high, higher low, new higher high. This is a new uptrend, ladies and gentlemen, for the Base Yoda. We want to see this rip back into millions. And, you know, the best case scenario, we want to believe here. We want to believe. If we're going to believe in the bull run, the best case scenario is for this thing to make new all-time highs, which would be insane, but I'm here for it. And I'm holding a bag of Base Yoda 100%. So we'll see what happens. Declan Wyatt, smash that like button. Yes, sir. Smash it up. Let's see. Joey Joe, I missed some comments. Let's see. Kylo wanted to smoke today. I'm just speaking my mind, man. Armando, you called TAO so early. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Let's see. ICP is a sleeping giant. TAO is good too, but you need to go in with size. I mean, I'd say the same about ICP, right? If you want to make money with it, you have to go in with size. It's a 4.3 billion market cap coin. And I definitely rate TAO higher than ICP. But hey, I mean, look, I'm not here to be tribal and say this is my coin's good, your coin's bad. I mean, we're all here to do better, to make money and better our lives with those profits. So I hope everybody wins that supports the crypto empire and, is just a decent person. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you can make profit on ICP and do well for yourself with those profits, well, then it's a blessing. So I'm not here to be tribal, but I get what you're saying. Dr. Vostro says, thanks, bro. No problem. Armando, TAO easily 7K to 12K. Wait till NVIDIA hype and earnings mid next year. That would be awesome. If TAO goes to 10 grand, that means 100 TAO will be worth $1 million US. I'm not sure you guys understand how crazy that is, right? Being that you could have bought 100 TAO, when I was first making videos about it for $6,000 to $5,000, right? Imagine it goes to 10K. 6K to $1 million would be absolutely insane if you only just bought 100, right? If you have more than 100, I mean, you can do the math on your stack. I'm sure you've already done it. Anyways, Miko says, Connor, do you have opinion about Crypto Crew University? No, I don't know exactly who that is. I don't really follow a ton of different guys who make YouTube videos. I kind of realized a long time ago that they all just mostly talk a bunch of nonsense, and I'm better off not listening to them and just not even putting that information in my head. But some are very good. Anyways, Fiat Hater, now Airbnb tanked. It did. Joey Joe, 99.9% of meme coins are dog shit. I agree. I'd rather stick my capital and fundamentals than these stupid memes. I mean, I have a fundamental portfolio, but look, I like to have fun. I like some blackjack every now and then. I like to gamble a little bit. So yeah, I'll play some memes every now and then. See, don't care. Hey, Connor, are you going to talk about Bobo this live stream? I just mentioned, we were just looking at Bobo a moment ago. I mean, what do you want me to talk about it for 30 minutes? What do you want me to say? I talked about it for like a minute, I'd say. Gave my take on it for the day. If you just joined See Don't Care, you can rewind a few minutes and see that. Kylo likes the blue background. Joey Joe says Crash is going to get everyone wrecked. I mean, he certainly could. When he wants to sell, he can short his coins like Brett on perps, and he can sell the millions he has spot. So he basically has the market completely cornered. I agree with you, Joey Joe. The ball is in his court. When he wants to end it, he's going to end it. He's going to sell its spot. And before he sells its spot, he's going to open a ton of shorts on perps, and he's going to double dip. So, yeah, I mean, the ball's certainly in his court, but I'm not sure if he's going to go out that way and do that, or he's going to pump them to Valhalla first. We'll see. Time will tell. And shout out to Adrian. Anyways, let's scan some altcoins. Let's look at some strong altcoins that have been performing well. First of all, we got XRP, which is cleared from its lawsuit troubles with the SEC as far as I'm concerned. So now that it doesn't have any weights holding it back, it can basically actually move if it wants to. Although I'm not sure if all the co-founders still have millions to sell on the open market like they've done for the past 10 years. But anyways, XRP, so same kind of thing. If we're going to put in a green month of October, more likely than not, look at these monthly candles. Very rarely does XRP have no wick on the monthly. All right, here's one that happened in March 2021 in the full-blown altcoin season. But very rarely does XRP not have a wick on the monthly. And being that today's the first day of the month, this week we want to be looking to take an entry in that wick that ideally will form. So we have all of this here. This is what I would be looking for. All these untapped lows, 57, 57, 56, 55, anywhere in this pocket, it would be a nice long wick down on the monthly, on the weekly, and we want to see a reclaim after that happens. So, that's what we're looking for here on XRP or trading plan. A move down to the below 58 into this green area, and then a reclaim of our monthly open and a turbo green bullish candle would be the ideal scenario. Same kind of thing with Doge, right? Every altcoin is the same, guys. If we're expecting a green October, that means it's going to be Uptober. So not just a green candle, like kind of one of these silly green parabolic candles. That's what we're expecting. If that's going to play out and we see moves below our monthly open, we want to be a buyer. All right. Because we're forecasting, again, a mega green candle here for the month. So moves below the monthly open, have your levels marked, and let's see if we can find one right now on Dogecoin. Even though I would rather hold stuff like Bonk at this point, I think Bonk will really, and WIF as well, will really outperform Doge. So yeah, the previous week low down here at 10.4 would be nice. Let's see how low that would be. A 10% pullback. Is that asking for too much, guys? Waiting for a 10% pullback and then it goes up 10x. We'll see if that happens here at the start of October. But yeah, we want to be buying a dip below our monthly open here on Doge. I see the origin of this move. These lows down here at around 10.4 cents. I'd like that. Big time, same thing. All right, in terms of gaming coins, this one's going to pump really hard. So it's right on a pretty key trend line right now, as you can see with the channel. All right, it's sitting right at the bottom of this channel, which has been respected for the past 2 weeks. Right, this is the 12-hour time frame. This is not a small time frame here we're looking at. This channel has been largely respected here for big time. Yeah, previous week low looks good at 12. If we get this at 12 cents, I mean, that would be Omega. Put in a nice little wick here in the monthly, and then you reclaim the monthly open and send to new highs. Kind of the same trading plan across the board for these altcoins. ZRO, expecting more bullish continuation out of this one. All the previous week lows look pretty good. And it would be, kind of big flushes. But the market hasn't gotten one of those nice scam leverage flush outs in quite some time. And we could get it, even if Bitcoin just goes down very slightly and grabs all this liquidity towards 62. Altcoins could scam super hard. I've certainly seen it many times, especially in that period that happened last year in like October, November. When did that actually happen? I want to check big time because I got caught in this one. I got caught in this. Let me see. Where is it? This one here. When was this? It was November 9th of 2023. I remember this day. I longed big time. And they basically scammed it. And they did this on every altcoin on perps listed on exchanges. They flushed it out, immediately rebought, and then pumped to Valhalla. Put in a 10x basically. So we haven't had any of these major capitulation scam wicks on altcoins in quite some time. So, I mean, here, if we get it at the start of October, that would be so turbo bullish. Just flush out all the longs that have been piling in, flush them out, and then send it. That would be awesome. So, yeah, we're looking for a nice long wick at the start of October to buy, basically. Cat's been coming down into our value area on the chart, this green zone. And if BNB is going to new all-time highs, we should see the BNB ecosystem have some major winners with memes. And Cat should be one of those. I'm hearing a lot of talk about this one. It's the baby CZ. I don't even know the ticker. I don't know. I don't own it. But yeah, BNB meme coins, a lot of them floating around right now. Cat's probably the most popular one listed on centralized exchanges that you can trade with perps. So that's why I'm talking about it. But anyways. Shout out to Trucker Steve. He's here trucking. And Crypto Krill, let's see. Curious about the battle of ETH devs. ADA and DOT are both pretty trash. They both suck as far as I'm concerned. Baby CZ, yes, that's the one. Let's see. Talk about Fidium, please. That pumped very aggressively. On the weekly, as you can see, it's been making up for a lot of lost ground. So, I mean, bullish chart here, but still a ways to go to clear these highs. It's got around a 3x to these highs, 186%. So, same thing, right? If this monthly candle is going to be a huge green expansion upwards, we basically want to buy when it's red before it turns to green. So for FI, how would that look? I mean, this thing's like turbo bullish. So you can't really afford to wait for mega pullbacks. So, you know, your closest support level is down here. So if you want to like get an entry, you want to buy on support, because in bull markets, right, people waiting for like levels down here just get left behind, because price just comes to the closest support and just basically bounces most of the time. Of course, I think it's a good idea to plan your trade ahead of time and wait for your level to get hit, rather than FOMOing in because something's close to a support level. Doesn't make much sense. Anyways, fiat hater, baby Doge. So baby Doge, it's looking quite bullish. This weekly chart's looking kind of stupid in a good way. And you're basically, you cleared the high and you're pulling back to retest the previous all-time high as support, which is quite bullish. So if we're looking for buy the dip opportunities, we do have some levels here on baby Doge, 0.0022, 0.00216, and also the Monday low at 0.0022602. I mean, I'll be damned if this was the wick down for the month of October. It could very well be, but I kind of doubt it. So we want to look for a move either to here or a move to here, and then a reclaim of the monthly open. But all in all, I'm expecting some good stuff here in the month of October. I do think Uptober is real. Why? Well, I mean, I gave that hardcore prediction for a pump leading into the elections 40 days before, starting September 23rd. I mean, the market moved very aggressively on September 18th, the day of the interest rate cuts. So the first half of that prediction was correct. Now we need the second half to be correct, which is a rally hard into the election on November 5th. And it's now or never. It's do or die, and we're going to find out. All right. So Bitcoin given a nice pullback to start out the month. And ideally, it's just going to be a wick and a very green monthly candle for October. But time will tell. And I'll be here every single day to report to you all on exactly what's going on and exactly what I'm seeing. So if you do appreciate these daily live streams, you already know what to do. Smash up that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed to the channel. I'll be back very shortly. Tomorrow I'll be live again, so don't go anywhere. And I'll see you all. Have a great night. Connor from Crypto Empire signing out. Take it easy.